Next up is one of my favorites, the OG mode, Play Now Online.
Meet your Play Now Online MVP, Jay Off the Rip. We are so excited to welcome Jay to 2K TV. Congratulations, Jay, for winning this 2K TV award for Play Now Online. Over 3,000 wins. Congratulations. How are you?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Great to have you with us for the playoffs. So a look at our starters for Orlando. Anthony Davis is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Johnson, and it's Malone in at the 5, down low. And for New York, and it's Allen in at the 2. You take a look at New York. So off the tip, it's the Magic. Here's Johnson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
The energy Magic brings to his offensive game is undeniable. His passion and joy in playing, palpable. No way for the defender to keep up with him there.
Here's Nash. Shoots over Johnson, and he hits it from 9 feet.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's McGrady. Allen defending. Johnson inside. Tries again. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Pippen, pass to Nash. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to McGrady. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, McGrady inside is confident, using his outstanding length to get the shot he wants and to get it off.
Allen, the pass to Duncan. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Leonard looking around. And that one drops.
You know, a little bit of contact will not bother Leonard at all. I mean, he's so strong as a player. It's part of the deal for him.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau, and the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Here's McGrady. Allen defending. Fader on the way. McGrady shot is off.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
To the inside. Here's Pippen. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, what a play. It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Leonard. And it's New York with a rebound.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Pippen. On the take. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, because of Pippen's length and athleticism and savvy, he's hard to match up against, especially when he's on the drive.
And so he hits both. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Magic. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's McGrady. Allen defending. Just 5 to shoot. McGrady, the pass to Leonard. Orlando again missing.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Duncan. Check by Davis. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
There's so much that's impressive about Duncan, but I think the most impressive thing is how fundamentally sound he is.
2 shots.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. The Magic have gone 3 of 8 so far. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Johnson passes to Leonard. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Leonard's got his second basket on the night.
I like Leonard's shot right there. He's very comfortable from that distance.
And he's going for the lob. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Davis, resolute with the and one.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Coach, no doubt, wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Here's Nash. Pass to Pippen. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. The Magic have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Outside Davis.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Oh, there's the alley. McGrady's shot is off.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
And Orlando shooting 45% from the field in this first. Outside Davis. Pass to Malone. Now Johnson. And here's Leonard. And he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 6.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Allen, the pass to Duncan. Now here's Allen. Yet to see a basket. Here's Nash. Clock at 6. Back to Allen. Beyond the arc. New York again can't hit.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Johnson passes to McGrady. They get it back. New York trails by 4. Here's Nash. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Absorbing contact well inside. Nash is a competitive guy and is able to find ways to score even against tough defense.
Now here's Davis. Outside Johnson. Here's Malone to the paint. With the floater. And that one's good. Davis. He's got 5.
Hey, this is a difficult shot for anybody, this floater, but with Davis and his size, even more difficult.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Here's Nash. He's got 6. Pass to Duncan. Orlando with a rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Pippen, kept alive.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Here's McGrady. Here's Malone. Here's Davis. And it's New York with a rebound.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Pippen. And Davis with the block.
If you don't know exactly where Davis is, he's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
New York trails by 4. Pippen, pass to Nash.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left to play in the first. The shot comes out. Johnson with the defensive effort. Now here's Leonard. He's covered closely. Pass to Malone. Down low. McGrady. And it's New York with a rebound. Pippen's got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Nash. Now here's Davis. Tightly guarded. Oh, got that one up quick. McGrady's got his second bucket on the night.
Great feed from Davis, a big guy with nice vision.
1:05 left in the first. And the basket by Nash.
2 points.
Johnson with it. Pass to McGrady. Back to Johnson. Knocked away. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Nash, covered by Johnson. Here's Pippen. Shot on the wing, and the jumper is good. Now just a 3-point Orlando lead.
The thing about Pippen's jumper is that he gets good elevation and extension on it, making it hard to contest it.
Leonard, left side. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The rebound by Duncan. Pass to Pippen. And they pick up 2. Pippen's got 8.
From Ray.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Orlando ahead, up 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we're back with more action from the Eastern Conference Finals on 2K Sports. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
On the court for Orlando, we've got Kawhi Leonard. He's out there with Anthony Davis. And it's McGrady in at the 2.
Boy, he was locked in on that shot. The defense right in his face, but Pippen still able to knock it down.
Here's McGrady. Allen defending. Malone. Pass to Iverson. Here's McGrady from the arc. Drops in the 3. McGrady's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Shot by Leonard, no good. New York shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. The ball's knocked loose. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Back to Westbrook. Shoots over Davis. Westbrook can't hit. Now Leonard. He has 6. Here's McGrady. Pass to Leonard. Rebounded by Pippen. Pippen's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Here's McGrady. Give him 8. Here's Iverson. Pounded by Westbrook. Iverson can't hit.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Pippen. 11 points in the game. Up top, Westbrook. Goes up again. Orlando with the rebound.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Known as being a top-tier rebounder, Malone is a commanding presence on both ends and a very valuable part of this team.
Pass to Duncan. The rebound by Malone. For Orlando, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Iverson. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Now here's Davis. He's got 5. And Malone gets it to go. And now it's a 6-point Orlando lead.
Malone owns the paint area of the floor. Nobody coming in there messing with him.
And here's Westbrook. He's scoreless. Here's Allen. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Malone. Goes to the fadeaway. Malone's got 7 points in the game.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Here's Duncan. McGrady grabs a miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. First free throw is good. New York making a switch here. Howard's checked in.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Westbrook slams it home.
A guy with major bounce, Westbrook can really get up there.
Here's McGrady. Allen defending. Takes it inside. Poke loose. Ooh, stolen by Allen. He's got a clear path. Here's Westbrook. Pass to Howard. And he goes right over Anthony Davis and slams it down.
Vintage Howard right there, reminding us why he used to compete in the dunk contest.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Iverson passes to Leonard. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Anthony's checked in for Pippen. Orlando making a switch here. During the playoffs, the NBA leaders in shooting from the floor. Third, Carmelo Anthony.
Since we started the playoffs, he's been totally locked in offensively, taking and making some good looks.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Howard. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. For three, Allen. Iverson with a rebound. Here's McGrady. And here's Davis. Pounded by Westbrook. Davis misses. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for New York. 6-point game. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Boy, Ray Allen's bounce, I think, is underrated. This guy's more than a spot-up shooter.
Here's Iverson.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Punch, that was.
Bad intentions.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that.
And the shot is good by Westbrook.
Dialing back the clock right there. When Russ is pulling off moves like this, he's unguardable.
Left side, Davis.
New York foul.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight.
Third team foul.
That free throw good from Davis.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Johnson, he's checked in for Orlando.
At his best, Davis is an MVP caliber player. One of the true franchise guys in the league.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Still without a bucket. Here's Howard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
You know, I think you just got to be a little smarter around Howard. That guy is pretty crafty at drawing contact on the way up.
Orlando making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Orlando leading by 4. Pass to Davis. Here's Malone. And he's going for the oop here. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
For New York, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Orlando with the rebound. Outside Davis. The big man Davis attacking. It's good. Davis has gotten his third basket of the night.
You rarely see big guys as fluid as Anthony Davis. He's so comfortable off the dribble.
Anthony, the pass to Nash. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Orlando calls timeout.
There's your New York dancers.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for New York. Orlando leading by 4. Johnson passes to Thompson. Back to Johnson. Thompson outside. Offensive rebound. Up again.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
High arcing shot. Allen can't get it to go. For Orlando, they've gotten half their shots to fall in the second. 8 for 16. Here's Wilkins. He's guarded by Anthony. Wilkins, the pass to Malone. Over Allen. And Malone gets it to go. Malone's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Tatum against Davis. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team
Klay
foul.
Thompson picks one up.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line. 100% this quarter.
Johnson. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. New York trails by 4. Pass to Anthony. There's a minute 34 left in the second period.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. Bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
Carmelo Anthony.
He hits the second from the line. Orlando leading by 3. Outside Johnson, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Johnson. Thompson outside. Back to Johnson. Thompson scanning the floor. Clock at 4. Puts up a deep 3. Mutombo, the pass to Malone. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
So far, Malone has it going on, folks. The defense appearing absolutely helpless trying to stop it.
Outside Tatum. Here's Nash. 10 points for him. Tatum. And the tip in on the offensive boards. Tatum's gotten 4 this quarter.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip in.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Malone can't get it to go.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And some nice defense there to end the quarter.
Into the lineup for the Magic, George Gervin.
Here's Thompson. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Orlando ahead. They lead by 1. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal. Looking at Orlando, they've hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. If what we've seen in Game 1 so far is any indication, we're going to have quite a series on our hands. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Their passing is what kept the offense rolling. The communication has been tremendous. Guys are working as a unit and not as individuals. They've got to repeat that kind of ball movement in the second half.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, it's been a big night for the guys off the bench so far. The scoring has given them a real spark. I think we can expect a few more minutes for the reserves than usual tonight.
That about...
And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for New York. They trail by 1. We've got Dwight Howard, and it's Pippen in at the 3, the small forward. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half.
The sharpshooter Nash, especially efficient and lethal from outside the arc with that really efficient stroke of his.
Here's McGrady. Fires in the triple. McGrady's got 11 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Pippen. Allen outside. This one for three. Sinks it from distance. 9 points in the game.
That's the response from Allen. A three at the other end.
Pass to Malone. Throws it up high. And that one is hammered home.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
New York has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Here's Howard. Hits the jump hook. Superman. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Johnson passes to Malone. Davis with it. Outside Johnson. Pass to Malone. He's off on that one. Howard with some nice D. New York has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Another shot. Here's Pippen. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
And Davis slams it home.
Always among the lead leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
Here's Nash, covered by Johnson. Nash misses. The Magic have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Davis. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, this is really the challenge of trying to defend Davis, because not only is he tall and smart, but he's gotten stronger. He typically blows through contact and draws fouls.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Nash, covered by Johnson. For 3, Allen sinks the tray. Allen's got 12 points in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Johnson passes to Leonard. Tries to break his ice. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Smart move by Kawhi, using the pump fake to draw the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Leonard drops them both. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. New York has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Nash passes to Duncan. The 3. The putback. Orlando with the rebound. Malone's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's McGrady. He's got 11. Leonard outside. Outside Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to McGrady for the lead. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Davis against Allen. Here's Duncan. Right wing. And he lobs it up. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Puts it up off the inbound. Offensive rebound. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 3 assists in the game.
Magic takes a lot of pride in his toughness now. Shows you why on that finish.
Here's Pippen. He's got 13. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly. Denied by Leonard.
Those long arms and big hands of Leonard helping him send that one back.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Leonard. And it's New York with a rebound. Duncan's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Pippen. Leonard defending. Here's Pippen over Leonard. New York again can't hit.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's McGrady. He's got 11. Nails it from 3. McGrady's got 14 points for the game.
This has been the reoccurring theme of the second half.
New York
Inconsistency getting stops.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And that is your New York Yessers.
And New York has possession. 4-point game. Duncan, no good.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Here's McGrady. He's got 14. Got a piece of it. Pass to Westbrook. A shot to stop the run. Good on the shot. 6 points for him.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
Inside. Here's Davis. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. Can't do much better than that, guys.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Magic?
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Butler challenges the opposing team everywhere on the court, never afraid of any situation. He'll battle you down low.
Here's McGrady. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Westbrook uses the glass on the layup. Westbrook's got 8.
You know, even inside, Westbrook, unstoppable. He plays with great confidence and also tremendous force for a guard.
Now here's Leonard. Give him 8 points now. Nice open look, but it's no good.
At some point, you need to know when to stop shooting. Just too many misses piling up for him.
Hey, it's simple. Pippen is feeling it. Keep getting him the ball.
Westbrook with the assist.
For Orlando, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Pass to McGrady. Now here's Davis. Davis just merciless inside.
AD just shoving past the inside contact that time. Powerful move getting it done.
Johnson against Westbrook. Now here's Butler. He's closely guarded. 5 on the clock. Back to Tatum. Tatum drops the hammer.
Tatum, like most players, is best when he's aggressive and attacking the basket.
Orlando calls timeout.
Fans, your New York Dancers. Fans, your New York Dancers.
Here's Davis. He's got 16.
2 minutes.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul.
Jimmy Butler.
That's his first foul of the game. Thompson, he's checked in for Anthony Davis.
Checking in for Orlando, Klay Thompson.
Gervin, pass to Leonard. And here's Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gervin. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Jimmy Butler.
Hey, Gervin is slight of build, but he's not afraid of a little contact. Doesn't mind getting bumped while shooting. He looks at it as easy money.
1:44 left in the third. Pass to Westbrook. Down low. Here's Pippen. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists here tonight.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Mutombo. No points so far. Thompson with it. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Here's Iverson. Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 1:02 left in the third quarter. There's Tatum with the 3. Tatum drills the 3.
This is why Tatum is a superstar. His confidence in shooting the ball right away, quick release, money.
To the paint. Here's Mutombo. And it's New York with a rebound.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And Westbrook slams it home.
Westbrook has really honed his ball handling skills, so now he's able to create very well off the dribble.
Iverson passes to Thompson. Here's Iverson. Here's Mutombo. And he gets it to go from the high post. Mutombo has got his first points of the night.
The big fella doing some work from the mid-range. Dikembe's more than just a post presence.
Westbrook with it. Tatum inside. Over Leonard. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the third. New York out in front, leading by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Magic, they've got Thompson, and it's Mutombo in at the power forward position. Here's Iverson. It's hauled in by Nash. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Tough situation for the defense inside. With Mutombo's size and strength, it's not easy to guard him cleanly.
New York making a switch here. Allen's checked in, and he sinks the second. New York leading by 3. Pass to Duncan. Mutombo with the rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Malone can't get it to go. New York has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Lays it up and banks it in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
For Orlando, Dominic Wilkins, Magic Johnson.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Out to the wing. Here's Malone. Puts it up from 12. That's miss number 7 out of 14 attempts. Three-pointer, Anthony. The offensive rebound. Orlando trails by 3. Johnson passes to Wilkins. Second chance shot. Back to Johnson. tries yet again. And the layup is up and in.
Yeah, watching Johnson exert his will down low now, using his height and quick release quite well inside.
Here's Nash. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Anthony in the post. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To take the lead is Gervin. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. For New York, they've gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. It's deflected. They recover it. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Duncan. To the inside.
7'2" Abdul-Jabbar is such a remarkable player, so talented, and you gotta love that unblockable signature skyhook shot that he mastered from an early age.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Orlando. Pass to McGrady. Outside Johnson. Here's Malone. Gets a hand on it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Malone's got 19 points.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the Rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Nash. They've got numbers. And stolen by Anthony. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Defensive foul. Refusing to let the defense overpower him. That time, Allen showing you some strength on that move.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for New York.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved. Unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter. Anthony up top.
And there's just one foul now away from the middle.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Nash, covered by Johnson.
You'd have a tough time finding a more intimidating defender than Mutombo. He's extremely disruptive.
Wilkins, good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Allen. Off target from outside.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
That shot wide open. And it's a 4-point Orlando lead.
Cutting into this lead, they're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Here's Nash. It's tipped. And they're able to recover.
Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
McGrady, the pass to Malone. Here's Johnson. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Pass to Nash to end the run. And he sinks the layup.
And the quickness of the release. Very impressive from Nash, especially when he gets inside.
Johnson passes to Wilkins. And he drives in. Got a hand on it. For 3, Allen. Mutombo with the rebound. Mutombo's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to McGrady. Outside Johnson. Here's McGrady. Fires the 3. Anthony grabs the board. Allen, right side. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
You know, guys, we often talk about players when they get hot, you just can't stop them. Allen, too athletic there, and too good a shooter, too.
Orlando calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. He's really going at the defense inside throughout the entire game. I mean, just showing the D no mercy whatsoever. They constantly were feeding him the ball, clearing out, and letting him do his thing.
Pippen, he's checked in for New York. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach of Orlando was getting across in their huddle. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's McGrady. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And here they come to tie it up. Ooh, poked away. Pippen. Out of bounds. It's going to be Orlando's ball.
Magic ball.
The Magic have gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the 4th. Pass to Davis. Here's Malone. And it's New York with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Allen outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Leonard passes to McGrady. Here's Malone. He's guarded by Anthony. Fade away. And it's New York with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Anthony with a bucket.
Inside, Anthony runs into some contact, but he stays strong and focused and finds a way to work through it.
Leonard outside. Pass to Davis. Here's Malone. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Allen outside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Pippen to take the lead. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Leonard. Leonard just muscles his way in.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Now a timeout called by New York. Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for New York. .156 left in the final quarter. To the paint. And the basket by Pippen. Pippen's got 19 points.
Boy, that's leadership right there. Coming through in the clutch. Pippen knocking it down in a big moment.
Leonard passes to Johnson. Pass to McGrady. Clock at 6. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still.
In for New York, Tim Duncan.
Leonard up top. And there's the lob.
Oh, man, I did not see that coming.
With authority.
Did he just do that?
Oh,
wow.
Man. Hey, when this team needs a basket, they look at McGrady, and he rarely disappoints.
We've got 1:23 left in the 4th. Westbrook against Johnson. Offensive rebound. Abdul-Jabbar. Johnson with the defensive effort.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Malone. The 3 ball. It's good. good from beyond the arc.
You know, this is why Moses Malone's teammates like playing with him, because when they're uncovered and open, he finds them.
New York shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. Westbrook, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And they go to the intentional foul.
Ray Allen. First personal foul. Third team foul.
.41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's New York with a rebound. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Pippen, pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Pulls up. And he sinks it. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
He never tamps down the intensity. Westbrook keeps pushing to keep him in there.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Sure. It's not over. Clock
2 shots.
is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Now it's a 2-possession game. Important foul shots right there.
Now a timeout called by New York. They're down by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. All right, guys, what do you think?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. For 3, Allen. The rebound by Malone.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, slows down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
You know, Johnson is really one of the more unique point guards that we've had in the game over the years. And he's able to do it with style and substance.
Pippen, no good. Here's McGrady. And the series has been won.
That's the end of the game.
Lots of credit to the work and effort they poured into winning this conference. You don't take that lightly because it's a significant achievement. They've sent some of the best teams in the East home early. Well done.
But with that success, a reminder that the most difficult part of this journey lies ahead.
True enough, but still, only one team comes out of each conference, and every year is a battle for the chance to go to the finals.
A chance to celebrate this moment because preparations are now in motion for the biggest matchup of the year, the NBA Finals. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long and good night, everyone.